Hello, I am Eli J. Brown / Eli J. Brony, and here's another Hero Factory MOC that I built just for the sake of building a character. This is not in line with any particular Hero Factory series. This is just a character that I just decided to make. This is the Fire Flamer. The Fire Flamers are basically these foot soldiers of, I suppose, Flame Fist. You may remember Flame Fist, a villain MOC that I made for the Breakout series about 2 years ago, at the time of doing this video. So, the Fire Flamers are basically these foot soldiers that, well, have flames on each of their so-called hands. Well, they don't have actual hands. I will tell you that this MOC right here does have a broken piece. This piece right here, this red Roxy leg piece, that piece is broken. The ball point on the end there has broken off. I was going to use that on a MOC that I was making sometime. Oh yeah, that was on my Tobeduck MOC from the Bionicle series that I made based upon a character that was built for a contest, and because that broke off, I had to buy another one. But I can still find good use out of broken pieces, and I just found good use out of that. Though, of course, if you wanted to make this MOC yourself, you don't have to break off this little piece right here. I just did it on mine because it was broken off, but you don't need to do the same thing to yours, because, well, first off, the ballpoint did not come off intentionally. It just happened. Now, I actually took some inspiration from some other things that I've seen on the internet. I've actually based this character off of a monster from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. I don't know the name, or more specifically from Senju Sentai Gingaman. I can't really recall what name it is. If I remember, I may post a link showing the image of the particular monster that I am speaking of, so you'll know. So, well, alright, so I had to do some improvising based upon the little parts that I have right now for building. Well, first of all, I needed to come up with some sort of coverage on the main body, because at the time that I'm doing this video, I do not have any Hero Factory body armor pieces in my bins, though I may have them after I've finished with the villain sets for Invasion from Below, and I may get a couple of them off of Bricklink at some point, but not very soon, because I really am not buying things all the time. I like to take a little break in between times that I buy things. So what I did instead was use this black Roxy foot right here, which I got actually as part of a pair from another Bricklink order. I used the other one on a character that I'll be reviewing sometime this week, maybe. But you'll just have to wait and see what that is. So what I had to do was use this very useful piece right here, the piece that has these 3 holes going down. I kind of consider this to be a T-piece, right there. So what I did was just put these friction pieces, the size 3 ones, and use them to attach this Roxy foot to the body. Now, I was also limited on the arms and such, because at the time of doing this video, I only had 3 of these armor pieces. I mean, not armor pieces, skeletal leg pieces, the gray ones. I only had 3 of them, which does not make a pair, but that could maybe be because I had the Evo Walker, which doesn't have many pieces in an even number when they should be in even number, which could probably be why I wouldn't recommend people buying the Evo Walker, because of the odd number of pieces that there are. Oh well, but I just wanted to get that set for review, and I could deal with the fact that there was just an odd number of pieces. I can figure out something to do with that, and I did. Now this set actually started off from, well, not set, this is a MOC. This piece right here. These blade pieces, these fire blade pieces, which you may remember came from Furno in the original Hero Factory series, except these blades were orange, not red. And they were later introduced, they were later released with Fire Lord in the Ordeal of Fire series, and again with Jawblade in the Breakout series, though with Jawblade, there are these red blades right here. Though these particular ones come from Furno Jet Machine. And I added this Tanakh weapon piece right here because it just looks pretty awesome like that. So I started from there and then started building a character from there. And then I took this dark red Borok foot, though this particular one did not actually come from a Borok set. But this one came from, I'm not sure if this came from either New Riff from the Legends of Metru Nui series, Dork from the Web of the Shadow series, or Balta from the Voyanui series, but one of those sets this piece comes from. And just use the Tanakh weapon piece to put on top as a little head, and then I put these green Baraki eyes on the sides there for the eyes of the character. And then I had to come up with the fact that I had an odd number of pieces to work with. So I used this double socket piece, the one that has two open ends on it instead of ball ends, for this part, and then use the broken Rockshi leg for that, and then put these flame weapons right here, which were first introduced with Furno XL and Pyrox from the Brain Attack series last year, but these particular ones came from Furno Jet Machine. So that is about it for this one. That is the Fire Flamer, the enemy foot soldiers of, well, they're not enemies to him, but the foot soldiers to Flame Fist, a villain from the Breakout series, the villain MOC, anyway. So that is about it. I will talk to you again in my next video, and I hope you liked this video. I'll talk to you again.